Hello and good evening, beautiful. I'm so grateful to be here with you for some plug in and power up. We are plugging into the light. I really feel like I need to do a series actually right now. I'm being called to do a series plugging in to the light series. Plug in and power up to the light, right? To the light, to the light, to the light. So again, my name is Tara Antler. I am an intuitive healer and a soul coach. I've been doing this beautiful work on the planet for over 20 years now, officially as a business. And one of the many things that I love to do is really help people clear out all the ick and the stick, that stuff that no longer serves us, that weights us, that density. I call it the ick and the stick, and then connect to the higher self, that higher state of being, and bring it in, bring it down, ground it, embody it, so that we can really truly create a life that is beautiful and magnificent and wonderful. So I've taken a little hiatus, taken a good couple months to rest and rejuvenate and recharge and reconnect and go within. And I feel like it's time to re-emerge. Spirit gave me the go ahead today. I've been really listening, and you guys know that if you've been following me for a while, you know that I always take a step in alignment with spirit. I never take a step without checking in first. So my daily practice is I completely surrender to the divine will, the higher energy. Show me what to do today. And for months now, I've had this inner call, this inner pause. Just pause, go within, be still, go within, recalibrate, go within, rest, regenerate, rejuvenate, reconnect, and we'll give the go ahead. And I actually didn't know if I was going to reinitiate the plug-in and power ups. I really was uncertain of it. And I just kept surrendering. I kept giving it over to spirit and saying, okay, you show me what to do today. And every day I'd wake up, I'm thinking, maybe I'm going to get the go ahead to do a plug-in and power up. No, not today. And this went on for months, right? And then finally today, and over the last couple of days, I was kind of feeling it. I was feeling the energy starting to swirl. And this morning I got this, I said to Gabriel, I was blow drying my hair, and I said, oh my God, Gabriel, I got a download. And he goes, oh my God, we were laughing about it. We're like, we got the download. But I really did. I got this really beautiful, easy, graceful download, this energetic download that I really wanted to share with you, because I think it's really relevant to what's going on the planet right now, and will be for the next several months as we continue this awakening and transition and transformation and elevation that we're in. And it's really powerful. You guys know I've been saying this all year. Last February, March, Spirit said to me, we're going through a major transition, major awakening. And I think it was in March, they said realities are going to split. There's going to be a great divide. There was a mixture of realities. And you know, if you've been following quantum physics, quantum theory, quantum realm, there are multiple realities, multiple timelines, depending on where we're focused and what we're focused upon. And they did say as a collective, so humanity on this planet as a collective was going to go through this great divide, which is what we've been in. We've been in this shake up. I've been saying it all year, shake up to wake up. Shake Up to Wake Up created this divide. And they said it's going to be like tectonic plates shifting for the next 2 years, give or take, because timelines move like this, right? It's an accordion. It can expand or shrink depending on you and me and our focus. And so they said there's going to be a divide. There's going to be a split in reality. And there will be 2 timelines. And one is going to be, and I didn't know this back in March, but they did say there's going to be a split. There's going to be a divide, and you're going to start to see this divide more and more. And I feel like now we're in it. I've been watching it over the summer and into the fall. So as I'm recording this, we're just passing through a full moon. I can see the full moon streaming in through the window here. It's the eve of January 31st, 2021. And so more and more I've been seeing and feeling and getting the download, the energy, the information from source, from spirit, from creator, that this divide is becoming ever more apparent. And the divide really is of light and dark, light and dark. And it doesn't matter what hand I put it in. Someone will be like, oh my gosh, she put it in the left or she put it in the right. I'm not saying anything about any of that stuff. I'm just saying, let's say one hand represents the shadow and one hand represents the light. That's what we're in right now. There's a divide within reality. And one reality is based off of fear, worry, stress, strain, scarcity, conflict, shaming, separation, anxiety, depression, etc. The other reality is based off of light and freedom and truth and health and vitality and awesomeness and expansion and growth. Heaven, bliss on earth, shadow or hell on earth. And really, this is the divide that we're seeing. And you can see it all across the board right now. Currently, if you just look at the external or look at the internal, both will teach you and both will grow you. And often both will reflect the other to you, right? So whatever we see on the outside is often a reflection of the inside. What we feel inside it will often show up on the outside. And so you can look in or out. Both will teach you and grow you. you can see that there is a great divide. There's a divide in beliefs. There's a divide in what is truth. There is a divide in what is reality or non-reality. What is illusion? What is false? What is conspiracy? What's not conspiracy? What is real? What's not real? There's a divide even among families. There's a divide within partnerships. There's a divide within culture, within religion, within politics. There's a divide everywhere right now, and you can clearly see it. If you're really paying attention, you can really start to see it. And it's really about right now sifting through all of these filters that we've had over our eyes. Wherever the filters have come from, it doesn't matter. Whether it was something that was placed on you, whether it's something that was drilled into you, whether it was something that you just heard and saw every single day, whether it's pre-programming, programming, wherever, whenever, whoever, whatever, we've all gone through it. We've all gone through the ringer when it comes to multiple filters that we see through. Now is the time to be peeling back those filters. That's what 2020 was really about. Having 2020 vision, looking at everything, peeling back the layers, and really starting to see with big eyes. Not just our physical eyes, our third eye, seeing with truth, seeing with the whole self, the whole being. And so now as we're stepping into this 2021 energy, it's really about things coming to creative expression, things coming into vocalization, expression, seeing the truth. Throat chakra, 5-dimension, 5D, 5th chakra, throat, communication, expression, truth coming out, truth being revealed this year. I used to have actually a radio show. I was thinking about it today, Truth Talk with Tara Antler. And I was like, that'd be really great to reinitiate again, right? And the interesting thing about truth is that truth, right, whatever is being expressed, you see everything on the planet. You always have, and maybe you always will. I don't know. I kind of feel like we're going into a light space for those that are choosing it. Truth is what you choose. Truth is what you choose. So if you choose shadow and fear and worry and anything that represents that, dictates that, fosters that, brings that about in you, you are choosing that to be your truth over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You're choosing that to be your reality over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And whatever we choose becomes even more so our reality. This is why it's really important for us to get really clear and discerning around what we're choosing and which path we want to choose. If we start seeing joy and we choose love and we choose connection and we choose, even if we're feeling separated and isolated, you can still choose connection. You still can. You still have choice. In every which direction, you still have choice. And even though you might have to shift and pivot a little bit, you still have choice. And so as we choose light, as we choose freedom, as we choose health, as we choose clarity, as we choose strength, as we choose courage, that gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that becomes our reality too. And then that becomes very light-filled. And this is where we're at right now. And what Spirit said to me today, very clear, very succinctly said, we are at choice point. We have said this to you before. Humanity, though, now is at choice point, critical choice point for the next 3 to 6 months. I've been saying to our clients in Thrive 365 that everything is like tectonic plates, and they've been that way for the last full year. That's when they gave me that message about the reality splitting a year ago, February, March. And they said it will continue that way for anywhere from 9 to 12 months. Starting now, 9 to 12 months, shifting. Right? Reality shifting like this, reality shifting like this, wobbling to create space before it solidifies. And what they're saying is going to happen after this time is that the realities literally are going to solidify. So there's going to be a shadow reality and there's going to be a light reality. And it really is up to us to choose where we want to sit in that. And the choice, yes, it is simply choosing the light or choosing the shadow. And what they said to me today is everything is about choice point. Every moment is a choice point. Every decision, choice point. Every action, every thought, every inaction, every reaction is choice point. So am I choosing based off of fear or freedom? Am I choosing love or HATE or any version of that? We don't use that word in our household, so that's why I'm spelling it out for you. Am I choosing sovereignty or constriction and restriction and control? Am I choosing abundance or am I choosing scarcity? Am I choosing health and well-being or am I choosing dis-ease and decay? Am I choosing connection or disconnect and isolation? And I get that sometimes these external environments that are happening right now can really feel like we're being isolated and can really feel like we're being cut off from one another, whether it's the choices that we're making, right? Whatever we're choosing in this moment, we get to choose again and again and again and again and again. We always get to choose. Just because something out there says, this is what you have to do, this is the way that it has to be, you are a sovereign being. You are a free being. You always have been and you always will be. There's one really crucial thing that we have all been given as these beautiful spiritual energetic beings in human form. This will be forever. You will always have free will. This is why sometimes when we're praying for solutions, praying for an answer, the divine can come in to a certain extent, divine intervention. Spirit can come in to a certain extent, and we still have free will. So they will come in when we've asked. And if we're just doing our thing day to day, oftentimes it's not going to intervene on our behalf because we have free will, we have free choice, we always have and we always will. So this is your time. This is your time to choose. Choose in every moment. Is this choice that I'm making right now, is this choice based out of fear or freedom? Is this choice based off of anxiety and worry or trust and joy? Is this choice I'm making right now based off of scarcity or abundance? Is this choice I'm making right now out of lack or having everything I need? Is this choice I'm making right now off of separation or connectedness? Do you see what I'm saying? Every moment we get to choose, and every moment we get to choose where we're choosing from. And so Spirit said to me today, we cannot make anyone do anything. You cannot make anyone do anything. I cannot make anyone do anything. All we can do, and this is what they said, all you can do, Tara, is offer information, offer insight, offer tools, offer a possible way, offer solution, offer insight, offer love, offer support, offer the tools to heal, invite them in, and they're either going to take that step or not. We cannot force anyone to grow. We can't force anyone to awaken. We can't force anyone to make a choice this way or that way. There's enough of that out there in the world, of control and forcing and hurting people and everything else, of forcing people or telling people or dictating or controlling or whatever, creating a really convincing storyline that this is the way and this is what you have to do. And I ask you in this moment, if you feel called, to really ask yourself, where is that coming from? How does that leave me feeling? Does that invoke a feeling of peace and freedom? Or is that invoking a feeling of fear and anxiety and stress and total disempowerment? That will give you a very clear indication as to which side of these two realities I've been talking about it comes from. There are people that are for the light. There are people for the shadow. There are people who are making choices in the light, and there are people who are making choices in the shadow. There are those that are holding the light space for humanity, saying, let's rise up. Let's create something amazing. You are the light. You are in the light of the light for the light. You are in the light of the light for the light. You are in the light of the light for the light. And then there are those that are creating a very different narrative, complete contrast, complete opposition to that. Fear-based, anxiety, worry, stress, strain, isolation, cut off, etc., 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 etc. I don't want to breathe too much energy into it. Choice point. And in every moment, we have the ability to choose. And Spirit said, this is what we want you to bring forward. We cannot, you cannot, I cannot make anyone wake up. I can't make anyone choose. Everybody has to choose for themselves. Everyone has to choose for themselves. And I wrote a couple notes here because I wanted to make sure that I got it. We can't force anyone to change. We can't force anyone to make that choice. Each person has to choose for themselves. Each person has to choose the light or the shadow. And what they've said to me is that based on what we choose in these next several months, it's going to create that split off that I was talking about. People will choose. People are going to choose whichever, right? Shadow, light, wherever they go. And we don't know what that soul's growth is. I don't know what the soul's path is for each person. I know where my soul has been, and I know where I am right now, and I know where I want to go. And I know I have lived many lifetimes in the shadow. And I know that I've lived many lifetimes in the light. And right now in this moment in time, I choose the light, and I choose to stay in the light, and I choose to be the light, and I choose to emanate the light, and I choose to walk a path of light. And I choose to make my choices and decisions based on that and all that that represents. Freedom, joy, love, connectivity, compassion, health, well-being, abundance, flow, bliss, sovereignty. And there's even more that exists within that light space. And there are some souls that will need to continue to make choices in fear and anxiety and worry and shadow and HATE and shaming and scarcity and lack and all that comes with that shadow side. There are some souls that may need to take that journey. They may need to walk that journey. I'm not to say, you're not to say. That's for their soul's journey and their soul's decision and their conscious right to make that decision for themselves. And we don't know. We really don't know what each soul needs to do or how or what path they need to take or what path they need to walk. Some souls might have to walk 2,000 or 12,000 or 24,000 years in the shadow in order to go, whoa, okay, time to reset here, time to shift things, time to walk in the light. And each person has to make that decision. And what Spirit keeps saying is, each soul right now, this is about experience. What is the experience that you want to have? What is the choice that you're making? What choices are you making in each choice point? And where are you making those decisions from? Are you choosing the shadow or are you choosing the light? Are you choosing fear or are you choosing freedom? Are you choosing HATE or are you choosing love? Are you choosing to shame people or yourself, or are you choosing to support people? Are you choosing isolation and cut off and separation, or are you choosing unity, connection, connectivity? Are you choosing lack, or are you choosing abundance? And I know sometimes people will say, well, that's easier said than done, Tara, when you're faced with health crisis and health challenge, or jobs are falling away and money's falling away, or parents or loved ones or something's going on with them. I get it. I really get it. We've all been through stuff. We've all been through ringers. We've all had stuff happen in our history and in our journey. And the difference in each of those moments and people and souls is the ability to heal and transform and transcend and rise up, to rise up above and through whatever that shadow stuff, that chaos, that craziness is or was in the individual experience, and heal and learn and grow from it and still choose the light, to still choose the light through the shadow. And again, Spirit said today, again, when I was blow drying my hair, I had my head hanging upside down and Gabriel was taking a shower. The kids were playing on the bed and I said, yeah, we cannot choose for someone else. We don't know what his or her journey is. We don't know the best path for them to grow. I would love to have everyone come in the light and play in that space. I really, truly do. That's why I do what I do. That's why I am who I am. That's the space that I hold for people. And I know that there are some souls that will choose actions, make decisions based out of fear and shadow, etc., that will create a snowball effect that's going to lead them down an interesting path. And there's no judgment around it whatsoever. I have so much love. Because like I said, I remember moments in my history and past lives where I have lived in the shadows. And where I sit today, I choose to stand in the light. So I say to you, it's up to you. You get to choose. I remember saying this to clients years ago when I first started my journey. And I was like, I'm holding in my hands two options. Yes, there's many options, but I said, you get to choose to keep the pain or the suffering or the disease, or you get to choose to be free, and you get to choose health, and you get to choose awesomeness or whatever it was, right? And I said, what do you choose? You get to choose right now in this moment. What do you choose? And sometimes people know exactly what they want right away. Other people, they have to sit and they really have to think about it, because some part of us, our ego sometimes has a stronghold on a certain way of being, and it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go of constructs and beliefs and ways of being and paradigm. I get it. And what I know for sure, walking a path of light, even in the face of shadow, even in the face of my own, stuff, even confronting my own shadow and darkness, etc. When you face that, you empower yourself. When you face and confront the shadow within and you heal it, you transcend it, you transform it, you free yourself. And from freedom, everything is possible. Goodness arises. So much goodness comes from that. So that's where I'm going to end it. If you want any further support, you know how to reach out to me. Come and join us in our Facebook group. That's where we are for now. I Rise and Thrive on Facebook is the name of the group. I would love for you to come and join us there. We go live every single day. One of us, our team, Gabriel and I, we go live every single day. We do regular meditations where we're holding the light, anchoring the light. And if you feel called to take that next step and you want to come into our spiritual incubator, which is a year spiritual incubator where we master manifestation, we master healing, we master intuition and higher self, and then we do spiritual mastery, which is really, really fun. Message me. We can get in touch. I can give you some information about that. It's an incredible community. We love it there so much. That's where we are most of the time right now, is in I Rise and Thrive in the Facebook group and in Thrive 365, our spiritual incubator. So I love you so much. If you feel called, feel free to share this video, like it, heart it, do whatever you need to do with it. And I'm sending you so much love, so much support, so much high vibrational spiritual goodness. May you choose whatever path feels the best for you right now. Free from judgment, free from comparison. Choose the path that feels best to you right now, and know that it is the best option, the best path that your soul is guiding you toward, whatever that may be at this time. I love you. Bye.